Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will be looking at the Bougainvillea plant, or the Bougainvillea plant as it is called in the Americas. So in India it is called the Bougainvillea. So let's stick to that right now. So this plant is a climbing vine and it is a little too vigorous and can be a little invasive at times if grown in the ground. But if you grow it in the container, it is not very vigorous and invasive. So this plant is primarily grown for its beautiful paper flowers. So the flowers that you see here is actually not the flower, those are the bracts, those are the modified leaves. The flowers you will find inside these bracts, a white tubular flower is what this produces. So this is an adaptation of the plant to attract insects. But this is not a very pollinator friendly plant. This plant has thorns to protect it from obviously forage animals. Then the other important aspect of this plant is that it loves full sun and it grows really well in hot climatic conditions, and you have to give it full sun for it to produce lovely blooms. So if you are living in a country which has frost and is really cold, then treat this plant as an annual. Otherwise, in hot tropical climates, this is a perennial plant. So this plant comes in different colors of blooms. You get orange, you get yellow, you get pink, you get white, you get red, you get even purple color, so which almost looks blue. So this is highly hybridized as well. You get multicolored, 3 colors, etc. So let us now talk about the soil conditions that this plant likes. So this loves well-draining soil. So add lot of grit and sand in the soil, amend it with lot of organic matter. It loves organic matter as well. One thing about watering is that once you place it in the container for a few weeks, you need to water it heavily. Otherwise, this prefers the drier side. So only after the top layer has dried is when you need to water the plant. It is a fertilizer hungry plant, so give it a lot of acidic fertilizer. You can use DAP, but I would suggest that you don't use the synthetic fertilizers because it upsets the soil ecosystem otherwise. So use a lot of coffee grounds, use a lot of compost, acidic compost, use banana compost if you have. Use all these things which is really rich in potassium. Use that so that you can increase the blooms. You would have heard some YouTubers or some people advising you to starve this from watering. So don't do that because it'll create undue stress for this plant. What you need to do to get increased blooms is you need to give it a lot of fertilizer, give it too much of TLC, tender love and care, and that is when this will bloom really profusely. More fertilizers, more bloom. So that is the mantra that you have to keep in mind. The other thing is, if this is quite pest resistant, so you will not find aphids or mealybugs on it. I have just found one mealybug on it in all these years of having these beautiful plants. And the other thing about this plant is it likes pruning. The more you prune, the more branches it will bring out. And if you want a cascading effect like I have it here, you need to prune it at the side of the plant where you don't want branches to come out, so that it stays cascaded. So these are the few things that I had to talk about this lovely plant. You can keep this plant in shade, however, it will not bloom as much as it would if you place it under full sunlight. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Bangalore, and if you like my videos, then please subscribe. Thank you.